want to solve the equation x plus 9 halves equals 9 eighths. The solution to the equation is the value of x that makes the sum on the left equal to 9 eighths. In order to solve the equation for x, we need to isolate x on one side of the equation, and because x is on the left side of the equation, our solution will be in the form x equals some value or some fraction, again, that makes this sum equal to 9 eighths. Now looking at the left side of the equation, in order to isolate the variable x, we don't want this plus 9 halves here, and therefore to undo plus 9 halves, we need to perform the opposite inverse operation. And therefore to undo plus 9 halves, we will subtract 9 halves on both sides of the equation. And because we have fractions, we'll show the subtraction horizontally rather than vertically under the equation. Our next step will be x plus 9 halves minus 9 halves equals 9 eighths minus 9 halves. Notice how, again, we subtracted 9 halves on both sides of the equation. Whatever operation we perform to one side of the equation must also be performed on the other side to maintain equality. Looking at the left side, subtracting 9 halves undoes the plus 9 halves, so this simplifies to 0. So now on the left side we just have the variable x, and we have equals. This difference will be our solution, but before subtracting, we need to obtain a common denominator, hopefully the least common denominator. The least common denominator will be the least common multiple of 2 and 8, which is 8, and therefore 8 is the least common denominator. And because 2 times 4 equals 8, we'll multiply the numerator and denominator of 9 halves by 4. So now we know that x is equal to 9 eighths minus 36 eighths. Now because we have a common denominator, we can subtract the fractions. The denominator stays the same, and the numerator is going to be 9 minus 36, which equals negative 27. If we need to, we can work this out on the side. 9 minus 36 is equal to 9 plus negative 36, which once again is equal to negative 27. So our solution is x equals negative 27 eighths, but before we go, let's check our solution by substituting negative 27 eighths into the equation to make sure the sum on the left is equal to 9 eighths. So performing this substitution, we would have negative 27 eighths plus 9 halves equals 9 eighths. The least common denominator on the left side is going to be 8, so multiply the numerator and denominator of 9 halves by 4, just like we did below. So now we have negative 27 eighths plus 36 eighths equals 9 eighths, and negative 27 eighths plus 36 eighths is 9 eighths, so we have 9 eighths equals 9 eighths, which is true, verifying our solution is correct. I hope you found this helpful.